Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning, Fluffy. How are you today? Oh, that's wonderful. Did you see I have my friends here? Hi.
Hi,
Sherry.
Fluffy.
Nice to see you. Hi, Anderson.
High five.
High five. Woo. Oh, my goodness, he's got a strong hand. Woo. Well, do you know what today is?
Sabbath.
It's Sabbath. It's the most special day of the week, right? Oh, you know what happens first? Well, first we go to Sabbath school. And we sing our little song, right? Ring-a-ling-a-ling, ring-a-ling-a-ling, Sabbath bells are ringing. Ring-a-ling-a-ling, ring-a-ling-a-ling, children sweetly singing. Woo! All right, then put our bells down. Put our bells down. Well, do I have a story for you today? Once upon a time, oh wait, this isn't a fairy tale. Once long ago, that's right, that makes it real. Once long ago, in our Bible, we read a story about a lady. And she was a very poor lady. You know what happened? Well, she was married. And she was living a good life. And she had everything she needed. And then her husband died. He probably got sick with something like leprosy, because that was pretty common. But he died and she was all alone. And so she was a widow. And she didn't have much. She couldn't make a living. She could hardly scrape together enough to eat every day. And her family tried to help her, and her neighbors tried to help her, but she was just a poor widow lady. Jesus cares about poor widow ladies, doesn't he? Just like he cares about rich rulers, too. Well, in the church, the big temple church, lots of people came to worship on Sabbath. And you would get the big Pharisee, wealthy, rich people. They would come walking through. You can walk through like me. And they would come in and they would bring their big offerings. All right?
So you can open it?
Big offerings. They would come in and you could hear them. Whoa, that was a big offering, wasn't it? So, let's see. Anderson, do you want to be a big ruler that comes in and drops your coins in really loud? Okay.
Well,
Oh, you can pick some up too, Sherry. You can drop them in too. Okay, they came in very proud and very rich, and they would make lots of noise. And then they would stand up and they would be so proud, and they would be like, "See how much I gave? Oh, that makes me important." Well, did you know that the little poor widow lady, she loved Jesus very much, and she wanted to help Jesus, and she didn't have very much to give, but she had saved and saved and saved, and she had 2 coins, just 2. See, 1, 2 little coins. Oh, I'm dropping my 2 little coins. And so very quietly, very, very quietly, she came into the church. She went behind the people, very quietly up to where the offering box was. And she got very close and she tried not to make a sound. And she stepped back quickly and tried to hide. And the rich rulers looked around and they go, I wonder who that was put that little piddly offering in there. Do you think they saw her? I don't think they saw her, but guess who did see her?
Who?
Jesus. Jesus saw her offering, and it was an offering from her heart because she loved Jesus and wanted to help him do the work to take care of others. Now, is her offering less important than the big wealthy rulers that came through and very loudly dropped their offering in?
No.
No. Her offering was just as important, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because Jesus looks at our hearts, not how much money we have and not how big of things we do, but the kindness of our heart is what's important to Jesus. So you might just pick a flower for your neighbor who's been sick. Or Anderson, you might carry the mail in for somebody who has a hurt arm and they can't carry it. Or you might smile at someone in the store who's looking down and sad that day. There's lots of things we can do from our heart, not just give our money, right? Mm-hmm. It's good to give our money and our offerings to help others, but it's also more important to give what we have from our heart because we love Jesus, right? Mm-hmm. You know what our Bible tells us? 2 Corinthians 9:7. If we look in here, it tells us, "So let each one give as he purposes in his heart, not grudgingly or of necessity, for God loves a cheerful giver." So it's more important to God that we're cheerful and loving and kind in our offering, in our actions towards other people, than it is how much we give or even what it is we give, right? So remember that. Let's thank Jesus for everything he provides and for our ability to share. Dear Jesus, thank you so much for your love, for providing this wonderful world with all of the gifts that you bestow on us. We ask that you will help us to take those things we have and share them with love from our heart to others who need to know about you and to live in peace and harmony in our community. Thank you and bless us this week. We ask in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Bye-bye, everyone. See you next week.